Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everyone's doing fine this morning. I'm a little bit brain scattered and tired, but overall good. Uh, Feeling fine. Got a busy day today, so I don't think I'll be able to live stream midday or hold this live stream long, depending on who comes in and the conversations which are had. I'll post a link here in a second. Let me go in a little diatribe, I guess, whatever they're called. Monologue. Um, whew, last night was a pretty good, decent Christian stream. It was one of my best streams I've had. That I think, just in the sense of, it was the spirit of what I want. Just talking about the Bible all throughout. Not really getting into that much into the community bit. Although that's important as well to make sure everyone's doing well and okay to talk. Remember things. Uh, think about missed connections and all that. Loved ones. Speaking of loved ones, yesterday I was not yesterday. Why do I keep doing that? Tired. This morning, I guess it does start yesterday. I saw that Smokey was streaming, and I was streaming as well, so I couldn't listen to the Nicholas's video, which was I watched some of it this morning on double speed, and oh man, it was a nice video, very refreshing. Um, I like the bit about what he said about ego. In a sense that in the beginning he was talking along about having certain anxieties, and that how that fit with ego. Uh, in a sense of questioning your ability to do things and your ability to worry and all these things, and how that kind of pertains to ego. And I've never heard it explained that way before, how anxiety can be potentially a part of that ego aspect. And in a sense, it does make sense because you make yourself unworthy of attacks that you potentially think you can do. You just don't know fully. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful to hear. I think I needed to hear that. So thank you, Nicholas. That was wonderful. I think that does give into help into later on to what he's saying about knowing when to speak out and say certain things, and doing all that, which I've been trying to make my voice better in that. I've been trying to break myself into it to speak a little bit more boldly, uh, but not in a sense of uh, how do you say? Not in a sense of uh, out of an outlash, so to speak, but boldly to get like more of a sense of point across, which I don't know if I need to do. I think I do a good enough job, but sometimes I think a little emphasis is needed on certain talks and discussions that we have. But sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought. There was something else he'd said as he was wrapping it up. They were, I think, about ready to let people in, so I cut the video. Hopefully, I'm not missing too much information, but it goes along with the shepherd and the working of the body, and like working in the spirit, and something that it talks about. If you don't trust a person, and he didn't verbatim say this, but it's what he like is like what he said. I'm paraphrasing. If you don't trust a brother in Christ, don't trust them, but trust the works that they do, and trust in that, which I think is important because it's Bible repeating Bible. It's Scripture repeating Scripture. Judge them by you will know them by their fruits, by their works, and by their labors. It's a wonderful thing, and it's just refreshing to hear. And I was very much happy to hear his rebuke to the community. And I listened, and although I don't think I was necessarily an intended audience member, I felt inspired by it, I'll say. But the words that Christ was giving him was just beautiful. I recommend people probably go listen to it because even though it's about the small community, it really is a good bit of food to munch on. So I would say do that. I'm gonna open it up now because I'm gonna open it up. Hey, it's Jill. Hey, what's up, Clockwork? Long time no see. It's been a while. Here, I'll post a link. Hopefully it posts. It's good to see you guys here. Got Wiley, got Clockwork, got Jill. Hey, look, it's this one guy. That guy, he's an oddball. Don't listen to that guy. He's a nut. Something wrong with his brain or something. I think he's like a manlet. It's pretty short. Yeah. Has night sweats. Can't trust a guy who sweats at night. He sweats in his sleep. What's wrong with him? I'm just joking. But yeah, come on in if you guys want. Like I said, I don't know how long I'll do this. I'm just pretty much doing this till work. It's a half day today, so the time's already almost up. Because I started this a little bit later than the hour. I didn't start right off the bat. And yeah, I had really, really fun last night talking the universalism with Wiley. Man, it's been quite the fun adventure going through and speaking about it. Oop, come on. Hey, Math Pig, good to see you. Hey, Smokey.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Good.
Did you sleep well?
Yes.
Man. Dude, that was so fun. Do you remember where we left off? I would love to continue the conversation. Oh, man.
Let me think. I don't remember where we left off.
I know. I remember the last bit I remember. It's just leaving off on the still bit. And just watching, listening back on that, which was pretty cool. But that's like the last bit I remember before I fell asleep. Oh, it's Quentin. Good morning, Quentin.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ginger Nation.
How you doing? Oh, you just going by Ginger Nation? Is that like the thing, or?
Something like that.
Okay. Do you want me just to see Ginger Nation?
I mean, it's whatever.
All right.
Some people know me as Q. Some people know me as Ginger Nation, so it doesn't really matter either way.
I didn't know if you like wanted to make the separation or not, you know.
Oh, is that Clockwork?
Hey, Clockwork, yeah. How you doing?
Hey, I'm on cam and nobody else is.
Oh,
so what the fuck's up with that?
I don't have a camera on my phone.
I'm at work.
On my computer. Fucking hell.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What the hell is that? It's a piece of granite. It's a piece of goddamn granite.
It was grass.
I'll show you here. You guys want to see something? Oh, there's like an echo. I'll show you my dust mopping skills one-handed.
Mop that floor, motherfucker. Mop it. Mop it.
Let's go hyperspeed. Okay, yeah, stop. Oh, I crashed.
Hey, I did that shit. I did that shit for years.
It's so fun, dude. I feel like a slave cleaning a temple. And
I had to do that, and then I had to go back over it with the goddamn, what is it? It's that spinning thing that polishes the floor. Yeah, the buffer. Some dude drove the goddamn forklift into the goddamn showroom, and I couldn't ever get that shit out. It left 2 big ass black marks.
Yeah,
that were like this fucking long. Yeah, and I was pissed. I was like,
probably had a
I
sip
had
and
this
wax
floor
it.
looking perfect. No, I did that fucking 4 times, and it never come up.
The
It
tile
never
needed
come up.
replaced. Was it a granite floor? What type of floor was it? The show, because you get those hard, those hard slabs, and the tile.
Yeah, it was a tile floor. Yeah.
Was it? Do you know if it was the VCP or whatever they're called? I forget though. Those weird tiles that aren't tiles, VPNs or whatever they're called.
Oh yeah.
VC.
Yeah.
Well, it was right. It was right as you come out of the back room. Go ahead, Q.
So what's weird is I used to be the forefront of what was going on in the drama of this community, but ever since I stopped giving a fuck, I've fallen behind. And it's kind of great.
Speaking of community, Skylar Fiction is no longer going to be a part of the.
Yeah, I saw.
I'm a little bit upset.
I thought that he was done. Yeah.
I was a little bit upset, and then a part of me is like, chicken. But no, honestly, I'm like, he's been doing it for a while.
He's just
I saw the other child. Yeah, I saw. I was going to mention it. Go ahead. Just saying.
I feel like there's a giant rat watching Clockwork.
What?
No, it's just it's kind of refreshing not to know what's going on in drama-wise.
No, okay, so wait. There's this surrounding behind you, and it looks like the eyeball of a puppet rat that somebody constantly uses online.
Oh, that.
So it just makes it look like they're just a giant
paper towel roll. Yeah, goddamn freak.
Cool.
That's a paper towel roll.
Echoing? What the fuck is that?
It makes it look like that rat is just huge and right behind you, watching you.
That's pretty cool to have a paper towel roll right behind you. It's odd, but cool.
Well, sometimes I got to sneeze, and I don't want to sneeze in front of everybody.
That's awesome. Yeah, I gotta do that. I never thought of having a Kleenex box on my desk for those instances. I'm like a Neanderthal. I just sneeze into my freaking elbow.
We got Matt Bond in the chat. What's up, brother?
Good morning, Matt Bond.
But no, man, it's kind of been refreshing to be doing my own thing on Ginger Nation now.
The morning show, I just got busy with the kids being in school, and then that seems to have kind of lax, and it kind of went. No,
I'm gonna be going back to it today, around 10 o'clock.
Family first, there, Todd. You know what I'm saying?
I told you that whenever you had to step back, and Lo is taking time off too, so I think it's just gonna be me for a bit, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of interested. I know GeoSam asked if he could be, and I don't mind him, doing something once in a while, but I think I'm gonna do it by myself. See how it goes.
Try solo.
Yeah.
Han Solo, Rogue One.
Have guests on and shit, but as somebody that's trying to strive for as someone who's trying to strive for his own community, I think this is the best way to do it.
Is there such a thing as a lone ginger wolf?
I mean,
think about that.
It's not really like I'm being It's not really that, I'm being a lone wolf. It's more of I just want to do my own thing in my own community rather than have people that I know in this community kind of come on the channel a lot and do their thing and then just completely take over mine.
It happens though. I mean, sometimes it's just the flow of conversation. Sometimes it can't just be helped. But before you know it, it's like we've derailed and I want to get it back. It just happens, dude. It comes with the conversation.
Right, but like the thing is,
it's a matter of controlling. Like honestly, I think is we need to show more boldness and be like, hey, when we want to change the subject, it's time to like press the mute button on everybody. Like this is what we're going to talk about.
I mean,
yeah, if they don't like it, they can leave or something like that. But
that's not real. That's not really what I mean, though. It's just like, I feel like I'm kind of trapped. I felt like I was trapped in a way because like I was feeling like the only thing that would get views on my channel is the
the drama,
the constant the constant drama, constantly just constant drama all the time. And like I was just like, I don't want to do this shit anymore. Like I don't want to deal with it. So, why not do my own thing? And if people stick around, they stick around. If they don't, they don't. I mean, because at the end of the day, I'm not taking YouTube seriously. Like it's a fun thing for me, It's a little bit of a creative outlet. Yeah, it's a creative outlet at the end of the day. It's not a job.
No.
Me, it's a community reach program.
Like, you think I give a fuck what any of you think about me? No, I don't. I don't give a fuck.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Like, I'm going to say right now, Clockwork, you care what I think about it.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm looking forward to some of the stuff that I'm planning for the channel because I got some stuff in the works. Because I know that normally my channel is kind of the let's just be goofy and fuck off kind of channel, but I've got a few things in the work that's going to be a bit more serious. That's the thing that I'm aiming for is just now there's just toilet paper on the screen.
Not toilet paper. No.
I mean, you could use paper towels as toilet paper. I mean, I had to at one point.
Especially the softer brands. Nicer on your nose.
Not to belay the fucking point. It's just like,
sorry.
I'm kind of happy, going a different route than what other people are going. Staying out of the YouTube politics and the drama and just kind of doing my own thing.
You know what I got tired of? I got tired of arguing flat earth and fucking religion with people. Because it just gets old. It gets old and stale real fucking quick.
But in that instance, though, why would you come on to like here? Well, other than, I'm cool and all that. I get that. Because I do talk about it. I guess you don't really show up when I do the Christian aspects stuff, do you?
I mean, sometimes I do.
Like 5 minutes, and then I'm like, nope.
Because I've wanted. I'm like, well, why are you still? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm still a good, decent person besides the religion. I'm like, oh yeah.
I've been doing some Bible study on my own lately, though. It's kind of good. Yeah, it's kind of refreshing. Just like, and I don't mean this in a slight to you, Tog or Wiley. It's just like sometimes it's just nice to just read the Bible on your own and not have other people's opinion influencing what you think about it.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the way I read the Bible. I read it on my own, and I was raised a primitive Baptist, and I was like, you know what? These guys have got some slanted shit on this. Let me read it and see what I think.
Right.
Yeah.
And like
even I was gonna say even then so though.
Right.
With the that whole bit. And again, this is just for information. An important context is to make sure that, especially when it comes to the Bible, to never be wise to your own intuition in a sense when it comes to the Bible, because only fools tell themselves that they're right in their own eyes.
Right.
And I'm not saying that about you or anything. I'm just saying in context for important, for spiritualism, that when it comes to these things, you should often seek and test that what you're thinking and believing is true.
Right.
Because if not,
And
yeah, go ahead, take it up from there.
And it's like
yeah,
because I've been talking to some of my friends that are Christian that are off of YouTube, because like I've mentioned it before. I tend not to really I don't go into like the works aspect of what I do as a Christian on air, because you know how I feel about that. But like, we had a really good conversation yesterday about Psalms 91, I think.
keep going.
And it was refreshing, just to hear different opinions on it, and kind of not feeling like it's a show on YouTube, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so. We had that last night, kind of while you would just sit there, doing Bible study, man. It was wonderful. I had the time of my life. It was better than playing video games. I'm not lying. It was weird. I honestly prefer sitting there talking about the Bible more than I do video games.
Right.
I don't say that. You know how that sounds.
Dang, you're
seriously, it's one of the weirdest things, dude.
Yeah.
I think that's okay. That's okay. But
I think I understood what he was saying.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna deconvert because I'm putting God before I'm putting God before video games. There's something wrong here. This is not the way.
I better get your priorities in check.
Yeah, God did not want
video
this
games
for me.
are the most important. Yeah.
Yeah. This is not
no,
what
like,
God
I mean,
wanted. I'm joking.
I mean, the thing is, like, one of the things that I just kind of wanted to do on my own is just like get away from like politics and like a predominantly always religious conversation. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with talking about religion or politics. It's just, I feel like that's really all that the community focuses on. And, it felt good to kind of branch out and find other people who, talk about other things and have like a conversation with them. And, I think Thursday or next Thursday is when the first episode of the podcast for like music. It's going to be called music. It's called the podcast by musicians for musicians. That's what we're calling it. And well, that's the unofficial name anyway. And I'm excited to do that.
That sounds dope. I encourage you to seek that more.
Right. It's actually, I'm thinking what I'm going to call it is art by artists.
Art by artists, because you can do multiple things on that, right?
Right, because like I'm gonna have a few like people that draw on.
If you want to see a work of art, you guys should see Veckel's freaking advertisement that he did for his t-shirts and socks. Like, he really did a good job, in my opinion, on his advertisement. And I was like, wow, dude, I can't believe you put that. Like, his editing is phenomenal, I'll say. He has nice editing skill. I hope I can get on that level.
Right. What's up, St. Tommy?
Hello, St. Tommy.
No, it's just like, I think the thing that I appreciate the most about like Will and I talked on my channel a few days ago. Like, I'm no longer third seat on the Propaganda podcast. And it was because there was just like a slew of things, technical difficulties, other shit that was getting in the way. And, I felt like I came to him and I was like, yo, I feel like I'm kind of being a burden to the show. And he's just like, you know what? Nothing personal, man, but we're going to let you go. And I'm like, yeah, man, I agree with that 100%. That's what I kind of enjoyed. It's because we all know that I suffer with depression, and I don't feel good about having somebody rely on me, and then my depression being so bad that I have to bail on it. And I love Will, and everyone knows that. Like, Will is a close friend to me, and so it was kind of nice to just have that conversation with him, and kind of be like, yeah, I needed my own thing. So and I encourage people to do their I've had a couple of people that I'm close to, like, yo, I want to start a YouTube channel. What can I do? And I'm like, honestly, man, if you wanna make your channel grow, and like, I know that I'm not a huge channel, I'm only at like 130 something, but I'm like, if you want to find your niche, that's what you got to do. Is you just got to set out and explore what you're passionate about, what you're good at, and don't expect shit to just happen overnight. You know, like my little brother wants to start a podcast with his buddy, and he's like, yo, we're going to become like a huge thing on YouTube. And I'm like, look, man, I appreciate and I respect the enthusiasm, but you got to understand, like, if you want to be successful on YouTube, it's more than just let's record a fucking video and then throw it up. Yeah, it's work.
It's work.
You know,
there's work to go behind it. Yeah,
hard
man.
work and annoying work.
You gotta be a producer, video editor.
Right. It's not. And I'm not saying like Todd doesn't.
Marketist.
It's not like I'm saying that I don't put in work or Todd doesn't put in work or anything like that. It's just like I think that some people don't, whenever they've never really done YouTube before, right? I think that some of them don't understand that there's a huge fucking commitment if you want to be successful on YouTube. Like, you're gonna have to put a lot of things on the back burner, and some people just can't do that, you know? And so you're not gonna, and even on the climate of YouTube now, it's so much fucking harder to break out in my eyes, because, you know, you got people fighting for that spot in the algorithm.
I was gonna say, yeah, even when it comes to, like, if you want to include monetization as the part of the success, that's even that. Now you're talking about even further hard road. I mean, but you can get to it with other things like Patreon and all that crap. A little cheating, but hey, it's still there.
I mean, like, here's the thing. When people ask me, like, yo, should I do a Patreon or like a PayPal? I'm like, yeah, if you know that you're gonna keep doing content that's gonna get people to want to keep paying for that content, then by all means go for a Patreon, go for the PayPal. Like, you know, I still have the Patreon that you and I set up in the PayPal for my channel, and if I get any donations this month, it's all going to a charity that I care about. You know, what's up, Nathan? But like, the thing is, and I think, Tog, you can kind of agree with me a little bit. When you leave behind all the crap that comes with some of the communities that we've been stuck in, like, you feel a bit more free creatively, because you're not worried about who said what or who's coming after who, and you can just do what you want, and it doesn't really matter what someone else tells you, you know, unless they're a part of your circle. Like, you know, if MathPig or you or, you know, Gio or somebody that was in my circle came to me and he's like, yo, what the fuck were you thinking about that video? You know, I might actually go watch the video and point out what they're talking about and be like, yeah, you know what the hell was I doing? You know? I'm sorry, I kind of took over a little bit, Todd. I didn't mean to take over your show, man.
Oh, you're good on vacuuming anyway, dude. You're saying some good words. I think St. Tommy would want to say something, though. Go ahead, St. Tommy.
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
We can
hear you.
Good. I'd like to talk about depression, what constitutes depression. Depression has been said to be a despair management challenge. A chronic despair is depression, and it seems most truthful not to view it as permanent, but as a kind of like having chronic sore feet. You know, chronic despair is depression, and chronic despair is not uncommon at different seasons in one's life. And it's especially challenging to the younger crowd because they're new to this this blessed place called.
Well, Tommy, there's.
I like how you said it.
One last thing.
Go ahead.
It's good to conceive of oneself by one's best moments, by one's best side, one's best self, rather than by one's worst moments, you know, when you
right.
I think,
well,
if I could add on a bit, I think this goes on to what I was preaching about earlier, about what Nicholas Whitmar has said on Smokey's channel about being worrisome. Maybe perhaps depression has a play in with ego, because we don't. I mean, I'm not saying this is the case for you, Quentin. Of course not. I'm just saying in hindsight that
no, you're good.
It's that ego that pushes us to look upon ourselves so negatively.
Right.
And because we're witnessing to ourselves, and I think I'm victim to this as well, because I think I'm very hard on myself, and it can be a Debbie Downer at sometimes, because you're not achieving what you want to achieve.
Well, the thing is, I think that some people really don't understand the differences between like when somebody is depressed and when somebody actually has depression, because the mental illness of depression is a actual chemical imbalance in your brain that you can't actually help. So there's more of that. I am actually very depressed constantly because the dopamine and serotonin levels in your brain aren't actually there. They're not firing correctly. And you know, there's more to me. There's more to me than just the depression. I also suffer with an emotional irregulation and imbalance, which is mania. You know, I have very bad anxiety. Tog has actually seen some of it before, mixed in with PTSD and a few other things. And I'm not saying this because like I want all these people to be like, oh, poor Quentin, you know, blah 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 blah. Look at his, like, look at this, look at that. It's more of like the reason why I'm open about it is because like I don't think of myself as a role model, right? I don't think that I should be like leading some kind of new form thing on YouTube. It's more of like whenever I have people that want to come to the channel, right? I want people to know that like, hey, I get it. Like this shit sucks. And you know, if I'm a light in the darkness for you, then by all means, you know, hit me up, contact me and come have a conversation. Like I reached out to Junk Shop Library and we're talking about me going on his Thursday show when he brings it back. Shout out to Richard Madsen and Sergeant Slim Jim. Howdy doody. No, but like I understand what you're talking about, St. Tommy, where like there is sometimes people don't realize that the situation that they're in isn't always gonna be there. And like I agree with you. I agree with you to an extent, you know.
Well, a chemical condition of the mind, of the brain, is not necessarily permanent. I mean, you know, you're feeling down, you have a negative chemical condition, electrochemical condition in your mind. You know, there's things to change that. There's things that can alter that, even in the short term. And
Amen.
Despairing is a habit. It's not just a chemical condition. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know. But to view depression as a permanent condition due to a chemical condition, I think is selling yourself short and not truthful. It's not truthful. Not only that, gingers down through history have always been manic in a positive, wondrous way, and so don't sell yourself short on the mania.
No, like I mean, I don't think of it as me selling myself short, in all honesty. And I've had this conversation with not only my therapist, but like a few of my closer friends. Like the reason why I admit to like having these illnesses is because I'm all about trying to be upfront about my shortcomings, you know.
Precisely, yeah.
The thing is,
well, that sounds humble. But again, to define yourself by most negative attributes is a disservice to yourself,
right,
and to the people that love you.
It's not really that I think these are my most defining things. Like, if anything, if the thing that I want people to see me as my most defining quality is that, like, no matter what's going on in my life, like, I'm a fighter. Like, that's what I want people to see, is because, like, if I wasn't a fighter, I wouldn't be 3 years sober from heroin and opioids. You know, I'd still be doing them. You know, if I wasn't a fighter, I'd be dead by now. You know,
Thank you for receiving my comments.
Yeah.
These personal, heartfelt matters, and I hope I haven't commented untruthfully.
No, you're good, man. It's more like.
Thank you, Todd, for your hospitality.
And, you're welcome, St. Tommy.
Cool cats around. I gotta go. Thanks.
Sounds good, man. I'll talk to you later.
Take care. God bless.
It's more like, so the thing that I was saying is more of like when people with depression get in that state of mind, right? It's more than just despair, because the thing is, like, I've been in a depression cycle for about a month now. And it was slowly getting worse, and actually yesterday I think I finally started to become on the uprise, where like it's starting to fade out a little bit. And it happened over the dumbest shit, because and like, it's not dumb to me, but it might be dumb to other people. My stepdad had actually found a picture of my grandmother, my mom's mom, who I had actually never met, and of my mom's grandfather, and it's now sitting on my computer where I can look at it daily and know that these people were validly looking for me when, you know, I was separated from them, even up till when they passed away. And that gives me some strength in knowing that, you know, there were people that didn't even know me that well, or like didn't even, you know, think that they were ever going to see me, but they still had that much value in me to keep looking for me, you know, and that gave me kind of a bit of a boost in morale, and thinking that, you know, if these people have value in me, why can't I? You know, why is it so hard for me to put value in myself? And I'm not saying like, and Tog, I'm sorry, this has been kind of like a sad boy hour thing, but I'm not saying that it just fixed itself overnight, right? Like, I know that I'm gonna have a long road of correcting myself and doing other things, you know, including cussing. Like, I'm gonna try my best to cuss less, and be a little bit more professional and courteous. You know,
hey, let me ask you a question. Do you guys think we should go about attacking children, or no?
I don't.
Wait, what?
Do you guys think we should go about, and like religion, we should go out calling kids? Should we go out calling them out in religion?
Are we talking about? Oh wait, okay. So are we talking about? Okay, are we talking about going after another person's kid, or just some random ass kid?
It doesn't matter, any person's kid, children.
I honestly don't think that you should go after a person's kid, or spouse or anything like that.
What about potential offspring?
No, I think that's off limits in my eye. And I know that sounds hypocritical for me, because I was busting Gavin's balls about his ex-wife, but like,
the only reason why
I lost a kid and a fiance, and people know that. And if somebody was coming after me, like, you know, I'm glad your fucking son died, so that way they could have never saw how big of a piece of shit you are. Like,
the only reason why I bring that up is because let me find it. Let me find it. Give me a second. It's this comment, what Smokey says. He's talking about Nathan artwork and about his children being cockroach spawn. Now, he's instigating this because I believe Nathan had an abortion, and Smokey's talking about like his future spawn. Well, what if he already has children? Why would you want to attack?
Nathan does have
in those aspects of children.
Nathan has
what did the children do other than have a father that he had no control over?
Right.
How is it that child's fault? How does that make a child who has nothing to do with the matter?
I think that here's the thing. And
the father's sin is what I'm saying.
Here's what I'll say real quick. If it's getting to a point where you're about to start attacking someone's kids, you need to just walk away from that situation. Like, there's no reason in my eyes, you know, to be like, you know, You know what? I'm just gonna keep it short and simple. I don't think it's a good thing, and I don't agree with it. So yeah, that's what I'll say most about it.
I mean, I understand concern
Right.
of deadbeat fathers and things. Not saying I'm not accusing Nathan of being one or anything like that.
Right.
But I can be concerned with piece of shit fathers. I see myself as one for once, because I don't always make the mark.
Well,
so I can understand concerns when it comes to things of that nature. But what's the point?
You, man. I swear to God.
What's the point?
I'm gonna beat the shit out of
you. Of lashing out at the child when it's no longer the child's problem. That's what I'm saying. Or even future children, because of their potential father having shitty views. Why is the child deemed that same?
Smokey, hold up. Smokey, if you're trying to get a rise out of me by calling me an idiot, it's not gonna happen, man. Like, do what you're gonna do, talk the shit that you're gonna talk, but I don't care about you. Like, I stopped caring about your opinions the minute you allowed someone to basically advocate for the genocide of human beings just because they like a certain sex. So I really don't care.
I actually this kind of reminded me of something
but
I was watching.
I did want to say, Tog, you need to stop that. You need to stop saying that, man. You really do. It pisses me off when I hear you call yourself a piece of shit dad, and it actually does make me want to beat the shit out of you in a loving way, because I don't think you're a piece of shit dad. I think that you're still young and that you're doing the best that you can. And if people have a fucking problem with it, it's none of their business. It's yours, because they're not the ones raising those kids or constantly in those kids' life. You are. So
yeah, but then again, it's by my own mouth. Like, and I say that, of course, I'm good. It's just I could be better.
It's kind of the same way that you
have to withhold more patience.
It's kind of the same way that you tell me not to talk shit about myself, man. Because like, I love you, and you know that. Like, you're my brother in more than one way, and like, I just don't want to hear you talk shit about yourself like that, man.
It's not necessarily talking shit, but what I mean is I think we all is a good example of the being and the patience of Christ. And Christ having patience over us. No, hold up. Let me finish. This is what I'm saying is I think this is a very good example about being patient within Christ and having the patience with Christ. Because I'm not always patient. And that's what I suffer as with the Father, is I don't have the attention span and the necessary thing at this moment. Like, I do, because I can obviously see it. I just have to implement it. And that's where I'm at. I'm trying to implement more patience with my son.
I agree
it's very hard to understand.
I agree with what No Direction says, and I think that you should take that to heart, man. That's exactly what I was saying, but Nicola put it in a better way of terms. A young parent who doesn't doubt themselves isn't a good parent. And like, I understand that you doubt. Like, dude, if my son was still alive today and he didn't get in, that car accident never fucking happened, as well as I know that I'd be terrified, and always, because I feel like I'd be a shit dad, We
should be protecting children, no matter who they come from. I guess is the most important thing. So to label a child as such is just appalling. It shouldn't be done. I mean, unless the kid itself is doing some vulgar stuff, then perhaps. But we don't know these children. They're innocent. And that's just, it's upsetting. Not to me, but internally. We should not be calling children out like that. Innocence. Call the parent out all you want. Leave the innocence alone.
I think,
don't be a stumbling block for children.
I don't know how I took the atheist side on this. Like, everyone knows my honest opinion about abortion. I don't agree with it, but it's whatever. But like, at the same time, I'm not gonna call somebody a shit person for a mistake that they made. I guess that's just not who I am. But that's fine. But Dude, you're what, 27, Tog?
No, I'm gonna be 30 soon.
Oh, my bad.
Year. Yeah.
Dude, you're still fucking young though. How old are your kids?
Only 8 and like 5. I know.
Yeah, bro, you had them young as hell. What do you mean? Like, shit, man. I got a girl pregnant at 17. Like, do you think I would have been a good dad right now? I'm 22.
Yeah, I think it would have.
Right,
honestly,
exactly.
Children build you up. I would say that children do build you up.
Here's the thing, Tog, and I've said this to you privately, and you know this. The fact that you were willing to walk away from YouTube, right, and you're willing to buckle down and put friendships to the side to make sure that those kids have everything that they need, that makes you a good dad.
Hold up now. I didn't put our friendship to the side. Don't look at it like that.
I didn't. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you value your kids more than, hanging out with me constantly. And that, in my eyes, makes you a good parent.
It wasn't not about you. It was about the show and the thing again.
No, I know.
I could still hang out with you like off air and shit. That's not an issue.
But here's the thing.
I got to be more vocal. I still haven't been messaging you, but you are in my thoughts and all that. I'm just I'm bad at communication, bro.
Do you remember what I told you when you originally thought you didn't want to do the show anymore?
Yeah, you said that's cool and all these other things.
No, what I had said was I would rather you spend time with your kids and know that they're doing well in school and that you're doing everything you can to be a good dad than to fuck around with me on the internet. And I would not hold it against you. And I haven't held it against you. I'm very proud of you, in fact. And that can sound condescending if that's what people want to make it, but I'm proud of you. That, in my eyes, is showing me that you're trying to do everything you can to make sure your kids didn't have the childhood that you did or a better childhood than you did. And that, in my eyes, is when you go above and beyond for your kids. I don't give a shit if you're poor and you're struggling to do, but you're giving it all you can. That makes you a good parent in my eyes. If you know that you're doing everything you can to make sure your kids are healthy and safe, I don't give a fuck who you are. That, in my eyes, makes you a good parent. And take that from somebody who really didn't have family growing up.
I'll take a line out of Smokey's. Like, nah, I'm still gutter rat trash.
To Smokey, we're all gutter trash. If we're not in his inner circle, we're all gutter trash.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna.
Unless you're Smokey, like that. You're not gutter trash.
I'm not gonna straw man.
Like, I really don't. Like, and he can take it however he wants. I don't care what Smokey has to say about me. I hope he wastes 45 minutes calling me a fake Christian and shit. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not sub to his channel. I'm not sub to Praise's channel. I'm not sub to Jill's channel. I don't care.
You really are a fake Christian. You're not sub to I'm sorry. You really are a fake Christian. I'm sorry.
I actually wanted to say something I found kind of funny about that comment Smokey made right there. It reminded me of a video I was watching on propaganda from a YouTube channel called Bad Writing Advice. And the whole gag is that the character that's giving you the advice is giving you bad advice, but they're a narcissist doing it. That's a character the person portrays. And in it, they're all like, you should definitely go after people and their loved ones.
Like, at the end of the day, I know who I am. God knows who I am. God knows my relationship with him. Okay? And I don't feel like I need to justify that to anybody on the internet. Whether they're my best friend or they're my enemy. I don't give a shit. I don't have to justify that to you because you're not God. So, in all honesty, let anyone call me a fake Christian. Let them do it. I don't care because I'm a hacker because I don't feel the need to justify my belief or my relationship with God because you're not God.
I could say you're maybe in the flesh of the old man, not yet into the new.
Tog,
but you're becoming into that way.
Do the ding.
What thing? Oh, I'm not.
I swear
I'm
to
not
God,
at home.
Wiley, shut up!
I can't.
Do not bring up the no true Scotsman fallacy. I will kill you.
I'm not at home, so I can't do it.
I will kill you.
But you guys, Smokey, I know you came in right now, but I'll give you like 5 minutes of talk if you want more.
No,
I guess.
I'm just listening right now. I was gonna wait till Quentin said one more thing, but go ahead.
I wanted to see, I guess, a justification for what you said about kids and all that, because I would like to know. Explain it for me, please.
Yeah, Nathan Artwork. I don't know why you guys like entertain horrible people and think you're doing good things. I guess sometimes, like, I don't know, like when you validate people in their disgusting life choices, validating pride for horrible actions, and then you guys turn around at someone like calling that out, like that's evil to call that out. It has to be a very specific methodology. Now, Nathan Artwork is someone who's come into multiple streams, bragged about, proud of slaughtering his first child. Now, not only to the point of being proud of it, encouraging others to do the same, simply because maybe they don't have the financial means or the capability at the time. Now, I tend to find that to be obtuse,
versus backstage,
disgusting, and foul. So Nathan Artwork, all of the postulation he has about the value of his children and his family is all fluff. It's not real. It's something he pretends to put out at you guys, and you guys just swallow it down.
That might be fine. Hold on,
let me finish. When someone is proud of slaughtering their child, and you guys are having like a difficult time attributing the label of deadbeat dad, even, wow. The plot's lost, guys. Sorry, but the plot's lost.
Or maybe I've had a one-on-one conversation with Nathan, and I told him I didn't agree with them getting an abortion, or telling everyone, hey, this is the right thing to do. And I don't hate.
So good, Quentin. He's clearly repented.
Good.
He's clearly felt.
Did I say that he was?
You've just done a wonderful work to the glory of God.
Hey, Smokey, am I God? Am I God, Smokey?
No.
Okay, so then why do I have the right to judge somebody on a past mistake?
All right, so we did a whole bunch of verses last night. This is the sad thing, Quentin. Maybe if you paid attention to the community, you might learn a few things. Right now, you're just wandering around.
There's an important point to be made real quick. And that's, again, we understand what they deal with Nathan. And I have no qualms what you say about Nathan, because that's with Nathan. What about the children? It's not about Nathan. I'm putting Nathan aside. We can put Nathan. The children is what you assaulted. Children that Nathan has.
Those children didn't see that message. Those children didn't see that message. I didn't attack any children. Yes,
but we did. We did. Why would you?
I didn't. There's
let me ask you a question.
You said cockroach onto his children.
Again, Tog. You're all about over-personalizing and finding offense to parties that aren't even involved.
All right, so I have a question.
You're real good at that. You know what? This is all about Nathan. It's always been about Nathan. And Nathan being okay with slaughtering children,
for you, it's about Nathan.
And then raising another child to think it's okay with his same moral unctions. Yeah, that's a problem.
So, Smokey, is it true that you had an abortion?
Nope.
Because I've heard a couple of people claim that
No, I know. That's what Nathan keeps saying, because he's desperate. He's desperate to try and project his shame on me. It's not true. And it was never said, but, Quentin heard it. He heard it.
I asked you straight up to your face. That's why
and then you say, oh, well, I've heard other people say. So what does that matter?
So what I was asking you to clarify if that was true or not.
There you go.
Cool. So so am I a terrible fucking father because I lost my fiance and son in a car accident?
No.
Does that mean I don't deserve?
Did you take your girlfriend down to the abortion clinic, happily elated that you're not going to have to worry about raising your child, so you can slaughter it just so that you could get someone else pregnant later and see that as a child the moment it was conceived, and not see the other one as a child because you didn't have the financial means to take care of it? You're a disgusting piece of trash, Quentin, if that's who you are. But if you had a tragedy, that's not quite the same thing.
But isn't that the point of repentance, though, is that he changed from his original position to have a child, that he repented from that decision?
No, Tog, he has not repented. He's telling people it's okay to slaughter their first child if they don't have the resources. What the hell are you talking about?
Point. I didn't see that.
He went on to Nicholas's stream for 6 hours, bragging about how great his life was because he got to murder his first child. You want to talk about repentance talk? Really?
You know what smoking reminds me of?
Well, let me put it this way. Hang on. No, wait. I'm going to say this, Smokey, and I don't give a shit if you believe it or not, but whenever everyone was going around saying that you did have an abortion, and there were conversations like, oh, we should make fun of that, I was the first motherfucker to tell him, no, I'm not going to take a part of that, because I don't believe it's right. So
I don't care.
If I'm going to do it for you, I'm going to do it for other people.
I don't care. And as you opened up with you not caring about my opinion, how much you think I give a crap about yours, Quentin?
I came in. I want to share something. I came in just simply to say that after a lot of thought, I have realized that emotions and feelings are probably the most destructive damn thing that's hit this world since the beginning of time. People need to stop with the feelings and the emotions. It's destroying.
Bruce, if you don't mind, I appreciate where you're coming from, but we can't operate like robots, and it would be a really bad thing if we did. You know, if the world started operating off of a whole lack of feelings, that would carry with it a lack of empathy and a lack of sympathy.
I am glad to hear you say that, I appreciate your picking up my obnoxious sarcasm. However,
thank you.
Yes, it you know, the very fact that we love children, right? That, you know,
because God loves us.
Right. I mean, you know, and enjoy, you know, play together. There, you know, the hopes of like when a baby's going to be born, the sadness when something happens in a pregnancy or whatever. I mean, those are emotions, and I hope you know where I'm coming from, Smokey. That sometimes I have a tough time, and I can only mock the constant.
You're fine.
So, Smokey, I guess I can retract the repentance thing because I see your point of view on that. It's not necessarily a repentance if he's still spreading around his mouth. I can agree with that.
Do you think I would or could give Nathan crap if he was repentant? Like, let's be real here.
I don't think you wouldn't. No, if he was repentant, I think you would give him his fair due.
Exactly. And go ahead, talk.
I just want to say the main point about it was just the reference of since the children are not present, it's okay to speak about him.
Yes. I'm out.
All right, see you, Clockwork. Take care.
Later, Clockwork.
If I will say this, I thoroughly believe this. If Nathan's child ends up growing up to be a functional, contributing member of society that doesn't have the same gutter trash morals he does, it will be a work of pure miracle. A work of pure miracle of the grace of God. Unfortunately, our reality doesn't usually.
That's required of everyone, to be honest. So, I think that grace goes out to everyone. But hold up. I want to leave it on this note because I have to get off because I have to drive. So I want to leave it on this note that.
Fuck it, I'll go live on my show.
I want everyone to know that just take care and be safe, I guess, at the end of the day. Even though we're having this conversation is going to continue off air, but just everyone stay safe. God bless. And
if you guys want to have this conversation on air, I'll gladly host a show on my channel because I have no problem doing it.